Welcome everyone, this is Cosmic Spirit Tarot, and this is the pick a card reading for October 2020. So, if you're not familiar with pick a card readings, you pick one of the groups. So I'll give you a close-up of each pile. This little guy here, this pile number 1, this pumpkin, this pile number 2, and the little witch hat is pile number 3 with the tiny little ghost. So take your time and pick wherever pile is calling you. So you can check the timestamps in order to get to your reading. Just a tiny little disclaimer before we start. This is a general reading, so there's a lot of people that are gonna read it or are gonna watch it, and not everything applies to everyone. So keep what resonates and let go of what doesn't. It might be for you, it might not be for you. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I get 3 tarot cards as a general, like October spread. Then I get 1 card for health, 1 card for career and finances, 1 card for relationships, and 1 card for opportunities in the month of October 2020. And then I go into your oracle cards, which are 5 oracle cards, and we see how they fit into the tarot cards as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading, and let's get to it. All right, group number 1. So you've got the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. So I think in October 2020, you're gonna have a little bit of nostalgia. You're gonna have a little bit of homesickness. Maybe you're gonna have a lot of thoughts about your childhood memories or childhood issues that you've got, and you're gonna need family support because you're gonna feel some sort of loneliness or sadness with that 5 of Cups. So I think you're focusing on the negative. Maybe you're mourning, you're grieving, you have some sort of regret, anger, or disappointment based on some sort of family issue or childhood issues that you have yet to work out. So I think you need the support of other people. Okay, maybe with the 5 of Cups, you may have some sort of disappointment in a situation, person, or even yourself. So it might be because of some sort of childhood issues or memories, or even homesickness. Maybe you're in a foreign country or you're having a really difficult time right now. And so you're focusing on the negative side a little bit. You might be abandoning situations or people, and you're in this introspective mode a little bit, but you have to let go of these things. With the 4 of Wands, I can see that you need to seek external support from family. I think by the end of the month, you're going to be proud of your achievements, which I think have to be with the fact that you're dealing with some sort of issue and loneliness. And you're going to actually seek to be in reunions, or you're going to, recover your self-esteem, be proud of your achievements of some sort. And maybe you even can meet your soul family. So I think it's important in October to have an introspective journey, a journey to yourself. But at the end, you need to be with society, with your community of some sort. You can stay in this solitary state. Okay, so let's go into your health area. So with the 9 of Wands, I think you're gonna be low on energy. You're gonna be running low on energy. It's gonna be some sort of exhaustion, but you need to keep going. You cannot stop. Don't give up. You're almost there. So you have to keep going. It could also be an old injury or illness that's coming back. There has been some sort of obstacle in your health, or maybe you're trying to lose weight but you're not going at the pace that you want, or maybe you haven't had a diagnosis or something like that, but it's coming. You're gonna get there. You just have to push forward. That's pretty much what the Nine of Wands is telling you. Now, in career and finances, we have the Ten of Wands. So this has got something to do with something that started as a good idea but now has become a burden. I think you are having way too much to handle. You're getting stressed, you're overwhelmed, overloaded with work or things to do. Maybe you got yourself overloaded with work or task of any kind and can't do it all. You can't keep going like that because it's just too stressful. You need to try to delegate or talk to your boss or ask for support. You can't keep going like this because it's just gonna be worse on your health, and maybe that has to do with the obstacles that the Nine of Wands is referring to. The Ten of Wands could also be that you're struggling financially, or you have a debt, and this is stressing you. You're getting stressed. So you gotta restructure your thinking to find solutions to your financial or career problems right now. Now, in relationships, we've got the Page of Cups. So this is a great sign. If you're single, there is someone interested. It could be a younger person, a water sign maybe, like a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. If you have a crush on someone or someone in mind, this is a signal to approach them. You have to go and talk to them. Otherwise, they won't know. But it's a great signal to go and approach them. You have to say straight out, all right? And if you're in a relationship, maybe a proposal, engagement, even pregnancy or marriage can be in your future for October. But most of all, follow your heart. You have to follow your heart in the matters of love. That is definitely what the Page of Cups tells you. Now, what opportunities are coming your way in October 2020? Well, we've got the Page of Pentacles, which I think it's a great omen in the realms of materials. So money, business, education, career, property, or even health. So this card, the Page of Pentacles, what it says is that you're laying the foundations for your future success. So this month of October, it's so important in order for you to get ahead. So decide what you want and go for it. It will happen, but only if you put the hard work. The timing will be perfect. This opportunity could come or be attached to an earth sign person like a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn. This person could be young at heart, but grounded, loyal, and dependable. They could also be into divination, tarot, or magic of some sort. If you're looking to get a higher education or continue any professional training, this is the moment to do it. So you really need to take advantage of right now because you're laying the foundation for future success in the coming month. So take advantage of October 2020. Now I'm gonna go into your oracle cards. Okay, so you've got the 7th house of partners, you've got solar eclipse, revolution, and you got Mercury retrograde, reinventation. You also have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what will you do? And Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, and divine plan. Well, we just talked about laying foundations with the Page of Pentacles. So I think you really have to as well trust your path because you're being supported. You can do anything. So set your goals and trust that there's a divine plan for you. Now, with the 7th house of partners, it is not just partners, it also has to do with the other. So anyone really, like friends, family, peer groups, co-workers, marriage, partners, all of that has to do with the seventh house, which is ruled by Libra. So it usually governs fairness, balance, and also law. So if you have any legal matter to attend to, you gotta be quite receptive to that. You have to be a little bit careful because you're getting some signs here about that. You have to focus on it. If not, we're going to focus on relationships, which we have been talking about. You are going to be going into a little bit of a dark place during October 2020, and family, friends, and any sort of support group, it's going to be of a lot of help. You have to get out of that little dark space. Now, with the solar eclipse revolution, and it's 44, so you might be getting synchronicities of numbers like 44 or 444. This is about change. Something will have to die in order for better things to come or be born. So I think it has to do maybe with your relationships. Like maybe some sort of relationships could be co-workers, friends, family. The way you have approached the relationship has to change. And in order to do that, well, you have to do Mercury retrograde reinventation. You have to review it. It's not a good time to actually cut off a relationship of any sort, but you definitely have to review it. You have to think about it, because later on it probably will just go off again and start moving again. But first you got to stop and think a little bit, because anything you do in October is going to have long-lasting effects with this solar eclipse revolution card. So you probably won't like it. It could come as a shock, but it's necessary. Transformation is a good thing. You'll be forced to face this relationship issue for sure. Like it or not, you're gonna have to face it and make a choice on how to proceed. What I suggest with the Mercury retrograde is that you don't do anything impulsive. Do not cut it off. Just review it. Think about it. Think of it as a process. The other thing that Mercury retrograde tells us is that, well, if you're a writer or you have some sort of written work or proposal, it's a great time to review your work. You have to do backups of any digital material, because Mercury retrograde tends to deal with communication and anything that is electronic. So you may have computer failures and you need to back up your data, and you have to be very careful with every email that you write, everything you read. People might actually misunderstand you, or there could be a lot of miscommunication with many people. You could also encounter people from the past, from like really, really far past, or suddenly connect with a person that you thought you two had nothing in common, but you actually have a lot of interests. So you might hit it off with a complete, well, group one. This is all I have for you. Please trust your path. You're being supported. I know it might be a dark time, but you're being supportive. You have a lot of supportive energy around you, your family, your friends, but you also are laying foundations this month. So it's very, very important that you choose your goals wisely and you actually do the work in order to make them happen. Okay? But there is definitely a divine plan for you, and you're doing exactly what you have to do. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Hello, group 2. So this is your tarot reading for the month of October 2020. So you've got the Tower, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles. Well, I think this month you gotta brace yourself for it. It's gonna be alright, for sure. So the Tower card, it's probably one of the most fearful cards of the tarot. It doesn't mean it is bad. It just means sudden and unexpected change. So it has to do with a lot of character building, meaning it will probably hurt, but it will be for the best, and you'll look back and see the importance of that moment and the growth you've had. So let's see, in the Empress, I think whatever the situation the Tower card is challenging you to has to do with maybe a lack of intuition. You're not using your intuition enough, and you're gonna have to use it in order to face your Tower moment that is coming in October. Also with the King of Pentacles, I think this is you. It could represent another person or qualities that you lack or you actually have. So the King of Pentacles, it could be an earth sign, so it could be a Virgo, a Taurus, or a Capricorn. Maybe you're an earth sign, maybe you lack the qualities of an earth sign, and that's what you're being called to. You either are being called to be more like the King of Pentacles or less. So the King of Pentacles is a resourceful, grounded, and hardworking person. I think by the end of this month, you will overcome your Tower moment for sure. You'll transform and will be proud of yourself, because a King of Pentacles is very proud of what he has accomplished. But maybe you are too square or too much into the material world. Like maybe, I'm not judging or anything, but maybe you're thinking too much about money, about your finances, about the material things you have, like a car, brand items, or things like that. And maybe you're being called to let go a little bit of that, and start having more of an intuition, which is the Empress. This could also be a pregnancy. The Empress is a pregnant lady, so your Tower moment could be a pregnancy. Even this is not for everybody. This is a general reading, so keep what resonates and let go of what doesn't. But this could be something to do with this. I mean, a pregnancy could be a good thing or a tumultuous thing, depending on your life goals at the current moment, right? But maybe it could be a challenge. But going back into the King of Pentacles, we're talking about someone that is grounded, resourceful, hardworking. Maybe you're not being that. Or maybe you're being that and you're being called to be a little bit more flexible and less square, or to be more square, because maybe you need to be more grounded. You need to start to materialize the things that you want or that you care for, and stop being in ideas. Now, for health this month, you've got the Magician. So if you've been in bad health, you'll be back feeling great in October. It's gonna solve itself. If not, maybe you need to seek an experimental healer. Maybe alternative medicine might just be what you need. So the Magician, he's someone who has all the resources. Everything is available for him to materialize whatever he wants. Maybe what you need is a sort of medical approach that is a jack of all trades. Yeah, something like that. If not, I think your health is going to be quite well in October. Now, in career aspects and finances, you've got the Emperor. So you actually have quite a lot of major arcana. So you've got a big month coming. So the Emperor card is just success, Your hard work will finally pay off, and it will be recognized. Good opportunities are coming your way. They'll bring structure and stability to your career, but you gotta be persistent and hardworking. Keep control of your spending and be practical with money this month. It's just a tiny warning. But otherwise, I think if you're looking for, if you've been working really hard for something, you're finally gonna be recognized this month for sure. Now, with relationships, we've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I think there's some sort of deception with someone. In love, my advice is to stop playing games. If you are someone who likes the chase, I think it's time to be open. It's time to open up to your partner or person. Else you won't get a deep relationship. The deep connection that you're looking for, it's not coming if you don't let it. It's there for it to happen. Now for opportunities, we've got the Sun. So this is like the best card to get. So an opportunity for success will arrive for sure. Good luck is absolutely on your side this month. So keep your eyes open and don't miss the opportunity, because this one is a big one. The opportunity could be related to travel to warm climate as well. But for sure, I think you're gonna be recognized. You're gonna have this sort of center stage with the Emperor, the Sun. I think you're definitely getting there. Okay, so let's see your Oracle cards. Okay, group 2. So for your Oracle cards, you've got Leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? You also got Leo. I will. Neptune, Sacrifice. And Saturn, Return, Age. So I'm gonna start with these ones. So with the Leo, I will. Maybe you're a Leo. You've got the Sun card as well, so it screams Leo energy a lot. Or you have some sort of Leo like placement, strong Leo placement in your chart. So Leo is about children, creativity, stage, all about the public sphere. So expect to be at the center of something and be recognized for it. Maybe your talents are about to be singled out for special recognition. Like we were saying with the opportunities and the Sun, this is basically the same. So I really think you have a strong energy in order to get a new opportunity where your abilities or your hard work is finally paying off, or you have the center stage. So the possibility to have a center stage. Because Leo rules the creative arts or the creative mediums, creative opportunities are on the rise. Definitely, you will most definitely stand out in October 2020. Now, with Neptune, Sacrifice, this reminds me back to the Tower card that we were seeing before. So when we talk about Neptune, it has to do with dreams, films, art, disappointment, and daydreaming. I think it has to do a lot with the mind. You need to get out of your mind and get into reality. I think it has to do with that, the Tower moment. Maybe you are deceiving yourself with illusions or ideas that aren't really true, right? Maybe you have some sort of nebulous thinking. You could be asked to sacrifice some ego in order to solve something. And you have a lot of Leo, the Sun, Leo, I will. It also has to do with ego. So maybe your Tower moment is an ego death and rebirth, a clouded vision and deciding yourself, and a need for intuition with that Empress cards. You need to see reality and trust that maybe what you know or what you're perceiving isn't actually accurate. Now with the Saturn return, that is basically karma. So I'm gonna totally point out that it also has to do with your Tower moment. The Saturn return shatters illusions. So I'm gonna say that you're probably giving yourself a lie. You're feeding yourself a lie of some sort. I don't know which one, but of some sort. Saturn will show you a part of your life that may not have been based upon anything real. You will see obstacle after obstacle in this particular subject this month. So that way you can identify where you need or where your tower moment is placed. So your hard work will pay off because what you achieve now will be very permanent. So whatever you or however you overcome your tower moment, it's gonna be very permanent. And you will be proud of yourself for overcoming such a difficult moment. It is a rough passage for sure, but you're gonna have a great harvest, so to speak. So don't worry and leap into the universe because it will catch you. Also with Imrama, you're either being called on a soul journey or already are on one. Trust your intuition. Your soul knows the way and you're ready to take the leap. Don't be afraid of the tower moment. You'll come out stronger than before. So this is all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye. Okay, group 3. So you chose the witch hat with the tiny little ghost. Okay, so for your October 2020 prediction, you've got the Chariot reverse, the 4 of Pentacles, and 8 of Cups. Okay, so let's start with the Chariot. I think you feel powerless in the month of October. You lack direction. You don't know where to go, what to do. You're moving forward, but like in automatic. You need to regain control over your life. Maybe you lost your determination and drive, but don't be a passenger in your own life. Focus and take back control. Review what aspects of your life you've got control and be proactive. Set goals and make a plan. Execute it. Also, the Chariot reverse tells us about setting boundaries. Maybe other people aren't allowing you to make your own choices or to follow your path, and that's how you have kind of derailed yourself and you feel powerless. So maybe set some boundaries with other people. You know, set boundaries if others aren't letting you do your thing. Do what calls you to do. Now, with the 4 of Pentacles, I think this powerlessness comes from some past issue, a deep-seated issue that you need to process and let go of. Maybe you're clinging onto something for a sense of false security, but you have to let go. You see, the girl in the picture is holding like a purse with 4 pentacles, and that could also be about the material world. So maybe you're clinging onto financial security, onto, I don't know, property or superficial things that have to do with the material world, and maybe you have to let them go in order to find your path again. Now, with the 8 of Cups, I think by the end of October, you will walk away from whatever it's holding your true potential and regain control. And even if that means abandoning plans, people, or situations, you're gonna need courage and strength to enter into the unknown, because you're going into a journey, a new adventure. But you need to leave in order to embrace that. It could be an introspective journey, or maybe you're seeking some sort of truth. So think about it. If we're talking about material things with the 4 of Pentacles, it could be that you need an introspective journey and go in depth with your consciousness and unconsciousness and see what you actually need. This month, about health, you've got the Moon. This could indicate anxiety or depression. But with the cards we have over here, I think it's quite obvious that you will feel that way. If you feel the need to have some sort of checkup, trust your intuition, and go get one. Yeah, we've got the moon, and the moon got to do with intuition as well. So maybe you should trust what your head is telling you, you know? Go with what comes first, be it mental health as well. Now, in the career aspect, we've got the devil. And this could be that maybe you feel trapped in a job you hate, which could definitely, or it definitely resonates with the upper cards that we have in the general reading. Maybe you feel powerless or have no lack of direction because the job you have, it's just terrible. You don't want it. It's not what you wanted in life. You know, maybe you wanted to be a painter, but you have a desk job and you're some sort of, I don't know, like administrative assistant. Well, it could also be a coworker that is trying to sabotage you. So it could also not be related with the Chariot and the other cards. But I think it definitely tells you that if you have a job you hate, you might as well walk away from it. With the Eight of Cups, it could be related. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Now, in relationships, this month, you got the Hierophant reverse. So maybe you are or want an unconventional relationship. So the Hierophant has everything to do with tradition, you know, traditional structures. And this is breaking traditions by choice. But maybe your partner might not be on the same page, you know? So compromise, talk, and find some common ground. And if you're single, maybe you're looking for unconventional relationships. Maybe that's where you're heading. Maybe you've been looking in the wrong place. Now, for opportunities in the month of October 2020, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So this is prosperity, success, and financial independence. So this is really good. You're going to have opportunities in order to advance in your career or in your personal life, but you will have success. It also tells you to approach issues in a sensible, practical, no-nonsense way, and you'll succeed. You have to set goals and work towards them. Maybe a female, which will be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. A female that's mature, generous, and wealthy will approach you and provide help or guidance. She could be a healer or some sort of witch. So she could read tarot, do pendulum, or stuff like that. Or be a healer with some sort of alternative medicine, or psychology includes all of those things. So keep your eyes open, because the opportunity could arise for you to have a lot of prosperity. Now I'm gonna pass to your oracle cards. Okay, so group 3, for your oracle cards, you've got Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. And you've got Sun, Spirit, Virgo, I Analyze, Taurus, I Have. So I'm gonna start with Sun, Spirit. So you definitely have the strength and power to get things done in October. And maybe you could set your goals to summer, you know, because it's the sun. Whatever goals you set this month will materialize for sure. Take control over your life. The universe will give you strength. So this is a great time for October. Now with Virgo, I Analyze, you may be prone to worry and overanalyze this month. Virgo rules health, lifestyle, and job. So you could have some issues in this area, and they're all connected with the other things that we saw, the Chariot, a lack of direction, depression, you know, you could go into all of this. You have to watch out for hypochondria with this card. Take care of your mental health this month for sure. Don't drown, in a glass of water. Virgos have a tendency to have like massive mental breakdowns. Of course, in solitude, but due to their overthinking. So you cannot overthink this month. Don't do that. Don't stress over things that could happen but have not yet happened. It's just not worth the stress and, the whole mental breakdown. A daily routine could help you, stabilize with depression or finding some sort of way or direction. And you have to watch your body. So I think a healthy eating routine or habit right now, it's a great thing to start in October. Now, with Taurus, you're about to grow something that will bring prosperity. Stability and support will arrive. Don't overindulge in the material world. Like I said before, maybe you're being materialistic, maybe not. What resonates, take it into account. What doesn't, just let it go. It's not for you. This is a general reading. Taurus has to do with beauty as well. So maybe you need to declutter. As a Virgo, with Virgo and Taurus and beauty, maybe you want to renovate your room, your house, or some sort of part of the house. Declutter, repaint, put some nice pictures or something. That could work. Taurus has to do with bank accounts and the material world, so I would be a little bit careful with that. Now, with Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? I think this has to do a lot with the Chariot card you got. Sometimes our fears are the greatest gatekeepers to our greatest gifts. So I think maybe it's your own mind making you be fearful of your true potential and of taking the rails of your life again. So I think you gotta take them for sure. Now, with the Sisterhood of the Rose, I think it has to do with spending more time in nature. Beauty. It comes with Taurus as well. So maybe contribute to beauty with the chlorine, with the Virgo as well. Or maybe start learning something mystic, Well, group 3, this is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for staying, and I'll see you next time. Bye.